Yeah, hi all. Thank you very much. Very good evening, good afternoon to you all. As you know, BCS Sri Lanka section continuously doing this National ICT Awards because of your the commitment, because of your quality products. So we could able to continue with this journey last 21 years, even though this period and this current situation is bit of a bad. As a committee, we have decided to move forward with this year award ceremony also, just because of keep IT industry to the next level. As you know, we be doing series of awareness session, COVID-19 incident related activities to support from IT point of view. So similarly, we've been continuing with a series of awareness session, as I mentioned, to past participants. Today, we are going to do this awareness session for university students. So, to encourage you all to come up with new innovative ideas to support, bring Sri Lanka to bring it to the next level. So, without further delaying, I'll be introducing the panel of speakers. So, let me introduce Mr. Kuganathan. He's our BCS Sri Lanka section this year chairman, and he's the chief information officer for Janashakti Insurance. And the next speaker is Mr. Ruwan Amarasekara. He's an executive committee member, and his vast experience past chairman, and also he's the experienced judge NBQS and APICTA. He will give more insights to you if you are a newcomer, how to prepare, what to prepare, national level when you go to APICTA, what sort of preparation for you to catch up. So this sort of information, Mr. Ruwan will brief you in detail. So I will hand it over to Mr. Kugan to take this forward with the next few slides. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Rajiv, and good afternoon to you all. I'm sure this is a little bit of crucial time to you all after lunch. Some of you all had a very light lunch. Some of you all are yet to receive the lunch. I'm sure all of you are enjoying the home-made lunch these days because you all are studying from home. I'm sure this entire things has taken into different scale. The COVID-19, a lot of digitalization happening across the organizations. The world is rebooting. It was shut down for a couple of months. Now it is the world is rebooting. When you reboot the new world, there are a lot of opportunities for your friends. I'm sure you are in the right sector at this moment where there are a lot of opportunities are there for you as a student, and you can do a lot of changes going forward. So what we thought is at this junction to give you a kind of a flavor why the BCS Sri Lanka sections conducting the National ICT Awards, and what is the role that you all are going to play, and how you are going to bring it a benefit to you and your universities and to the communities going forward. So that is the main awareness session that we would like to bring it to you today. And more or less, what we have seen is in the past, you have explored and you have brought a lot of joyful things to Sri Lanka. Your students, your past senior students, they have brought a lot of glory to Sri Lanka, participating in APICTA, that is Asia Pacific ICT Awards, and participating in National Best Quality Software Awards. They brought a lot of glory to your universities and to Sri Lanka and to the industry where they are working. I'm sure you will do the best, that same continuation this year as well. So if you take BCS Sri Lanka section in the UK, we are part of the UK Engineering Council of BCS, and we are from the last 21 years, we are conducting this National Best Quality Software Awards. If you take Sri Lanka sections, we have more than 5,500 members. So you have a lot of networking opportunities. You can come once you finish your university studies. You can join as a, you can obtain the membership as a MBCS. There is a small paperwork you have to do and small assessment. I'm sure with that, with your degree, you can get this prestigious professional qualification MBCS. That is a very important thing, and this is the only chartered institute that will offer a professional qualification where you can enjoy a lot of networking, not only in Sri Lanka, but in over 150 countries. That is very important. And if you go to the BCS website, we do offer a lot of free mentor and courses offered to you all. For example, we conduct a lot of AI related awareness programs, big data awareness programs, all the latest UI UX designing. So these are the new thinking we have added in our program. Please visit our bcs.uk or main website. You can see a lot of courses are offered online. I'm sure you can enjoy that courses and you can update your knowledge in latest things, what is happening, and you can excel in your professional world once you out from the universities. Okay, friends, very important thing is why, next slide, please. If you take in Sri Lanka, we have a lot of chartered professionals they are coming up, and they can able to help you to do the lot of mentoring programs. We are also, if you go to our website, there are a lot of mentors are there. We can help you to, once you come out from the universities, what industries or where there is opportunities, we can drive yourself. And we did 3 seminars, and one of the programs we took a very serious of the how to align yourself after your degree from the respective universities. Next slide. So friends, if you take the reason why we are conducting the NBQSA and how it is going to bring benefit to yourself. So once you come out from the universities, you will have the tagline what? BSc Honors in Information Technology, Software Engineering, Business Analysis, Business Data. Everybody will have some kind of a tag BSc and plus plus. Like you, there will be about 150, 500, 2,500 people will come out. But how you are going to bring a differentiator to the organization you are looking for? That is very important. And how you are going to bring the wow factor. For example, I'm sure all of you are going for a supermarket. Once you go there, you will see a lot of biscuits are there. You have cream cracker, Maliban cream crackers there, Manji cream crackers there, Lucky cream crackers there. Which one you will choose? Which is very attractive, very healthy to you. That is the one. So that is depends on the packaging, how you are going to present yourself and how you are going to add value to yourself. For example, once you come out from the universities, everybody are same. All are like biscuits. But very important thing is how you are going to make it very attractive, how you are going to bring value addition to yourself, and how you are going to sell yourself to the organization. So when you are going for an interview or when you are going for any of the assessments, very important thing is how you are going to brand yourself. You will go and say, I have won from the NBQSA for this project. And during this process, I have learned a lot of things, because this is the process. More than your normal education studies, you will do a lot of research and development. you will go and research on AI, you will go and do the research on big data, you will go and do the research in cognitive, and you will go and do the research on UI. And this, how you are going to bring a professional a digitalization process, how to bring, so there are a lot of factors and you can learn during this process. You can be a winner, but not everybody can be a winner. But during this process, I'm sure each and every one of you have a lot of opportunities to learning, and that learning will take you to the next your IT industry when you are working with any organization, friends. So the national best quality ICT competition is not only for Sri Lanka companies and for group and individuals. From your point of view, we will be having targeting the universities. Universities, we are having tertiary, that is the BSc level, and postgraduate students. So we are having a lot of mini events. We had it, and we have young professional group is there. Please join, and I'm sure that you can get a lot of learning from this series of webinars what we are organizing. Please visit our Facebook as well as our website. You can see what is our next program is going to be. So we have 11 categories, and very important thing is for your students, tertiary and tertiary business and postgraduate. That is the 3 categories. It is there where you can able to participate your product. Next. So the objective is to provide an outstanding achievement. What do you mean by outstanding? The outstanding means your product should be something unique. Your product should be something creative. Your product should be something innovative. What you're going to do is, within that 10 minutes, 15 minutes of your time, when you're doing the presentation, you have, who is going to be your buyer? The judges. There will be a judging. The judges is there. You have to make sure you are giving your best shot to make sure that your product is bought over by the judges. So please make sure you have to prepare a lot of things. So make sure that that outstanding achievement should impact in your presentation and you're going forward as well. So to create, not only that, friends, we are creating a lot of windows of opportunities to gain international. We are having, you won't believe, when we took lot of students from Sri Lanka to the APICTA, and you can create a lot of opportunities when you are working with the commercial also. Some of your products are best in Asia Pacific region. So you can sell yourself, and you can do as a starter, you can come up in your life. And there are a lot of such success stories with us. If you take the Arimek, and they are like that, the Arimek was the one of the select students, and now it is worth of more than 500 million worth of company. These are all starter companies, friends. So there are a lot of success stories. I'm sure Mr. Ruwan will update you how we brought the glory to some of the individuals just starting from the universities, how they grow up on this, the National Best Quality Software Awards. And during this process, you are learning how to bring standards. Very important thing is standards. You have to maintain a good standards, and you have to make sure that quality of the product also. There are a lot of quality assurance things. I'm sure Mr. Ruwan will update you how we are going to make it to the next level. Next, please. So we are conducting this from the last 21 years. And not only we have the opportunities, this time we have planned not only in the APICTA, but your product we are going to exhibit in BCS UK competition as well. So there are a lot of opportunities. I'm sure this time the government and private sector organizations there. When your name is mentioned at the awards, not only the universities, you are selling yourself at the award ceremony also. See the amount of opportunities we are creating. You as an individual, you as a universities, we are creating a lot of opportunities among the industry. There will be more than 500 participants CIOs, CEOs at the last award ceremony. This is the only national ICT awards in Sri Lanka. So friends, this is you can do best shot, try your best, make these opportunities, and I'm sure you will glory yourself and your universities and your parents, very important going forward. Next, please. So I'm sure Mr. Ruan will take you from here onwards, what are the categories and everything is, and how we conduct this National Best Quality Software Awards to going forward. Mr. Ruan, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kugan. Okay. Friends, good afternoon. So first thing is when you are a university student, right, you will be doing your final year project or second year project. Hopefully most of you must be in the final year, and you must have already started your final year project by now. So when you do the project, there are a couple of ways that you can do your project. As Mr. Kugan was indicating, you can do things for the sake of getting your degree. And in my batch, we used to have a lot of people. I mean, some of them did the final year project just for getting the degree, getting through the degree. Some did it little bit seriously. They wanted to learn something from the work that they were doing, from the project that they were doing. Then another set of people did this project very seriously, and they wanted to make a career out of that project. So it's up to you all to decide on what you want to do. I mean, a lot of people would think, okay, I'll just get through this degree. I have been in this university for so many years now, 3 years, 4 years, or depending on the program that you're doing, and I just need to get out of this place, right? So I just need to get a degree. I'll go jump and find a job. So, okay, if that is the case, or some people might say, no, I'm going to be a housewife. I will not do anything. I'll just get through the exam just because my parents push me into this. I will do that, and then probably I'll be a housewife for the rest of my life. So, I mean, it all depends on what you want to do. But if you are serious, if you think that you are smart, you are a needed person for the ICT industry in Sri Lanka. So what we want is, we want you to take it up very, very seriously. If you learn things out of it, do the project for the sake of, not for the sake of getting through, but do it for getting knowledge. At the same time, if you think it's best, and we think it is best, you push yourself to create a product out of your project, which will ultimately shape up your life. You will become an entrepreneur in this country, recognized by everybody. You name, like, there are so many IT companies. Like, most of them were started by university students when they, like, the ideas were created when they were in the university. So you can just do that and see where you can go. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you will go a long way. Instead of working for somebody else, you will create job opportunities for all the others. So that's what I want to start with. Now, the screen, what you can see is very much focused on the people who had done that work. The companies who have created their products, who want to compete in different categories, and they want to get recognition for the good work that they have done. So if you take the student category, which is just 4 lines above the yellow line, that you can see in the screen, there is a tertiary student projects technology group, tertiary student projects business group, and postgraduate students projects as well. So you can compete in this. So let's go into the next slide. Okay. So when I talk about these three groups, we'll go into the details of each and every one in detail in a short while. So I hope most of you are still either doing your tertiary student project in business stream or tertiary student project in technology stream. So this is more relevant to you. And if you know anybody who is interested in doing the getting some recognition for the postgraduate work that they do, you can prompt them that there is a competition, the NBQSA competition started just now. Okay, now NBQSA competition is, if you take it, it is known as the National ICT Awards now. It started as National Best Quality Software Awards in 1998, and it evolved over the years with the ICT industry's growth, and it has become the National ICT Awards because this is the only main event conducted by an independent group for the industry, for the betterment of the industry. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Yeah, next one. Yeah. So what is the requirement for you to be in the tertiary student category when it comes to NBQSA? You have to be a registered student or undergraduate student in a higher learning institution. Could be a college, university, any type of a tertiary learning institution, or within, like you have completed your graduation just now, but it is within 1 year. So if that is the case, you can submit your projects to this category. There are two, as I said earlier, there are two categories. Technology category, which is more focused on, if your project is more focused on technological development, knowledge creation related to ICT, that you would fit into that. Or your degree stream is the technology stream that you have taken up at your university. The other one is the business category, where a business solution is provided by your project, and it's a solution. Could be a, we don't expect it to be a fully fledged product as it is. If it is so, it is very good. But the judges would not ask you to be perfect in the solution that you develop in your project, but you can compete in the business category. We'll go to the next slide. Okay. So the difference between the technology category and the business category are the importance given in technology is quality application of technology, for business, it's uniqueness of the concept, uniqueness of the product or the project, and the proof of concepts. So those are the focus areas. And if you take the technology side, project type is more computer science, computer software engineering, information technology projects. So those things would come into that. Whereas for business, it will be mostly information systems projects. And focus area is based on the application of technology to support IT solutions. So basically, you are creating knowledge creation, technology enhancement and those type of things would come into the technology group. Whereas in the business group, business category, tertiary business category, you would have more business conceptual designs to integrate with other IT solutions and how you interact and do various things in the business world. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. So, postgraduate student project is awarded to any master's level and higher learning or above higher learning programs. Anybody who had done any projects on that range would qualify to be in the postgraduate student project. But I mean, what we have seen is not many people have come up in and done their projects which qualify to which they want to come into NBQSA. But tertiary, definitely there are enough and more projects there. That's your final year project. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so when you look at this list, I think almost all the universities who have IT related degree programs are competing in this category. So whoever they have competed and they have won, some of their students have won awards in the previous NBQSA events, and some even have gone to the Asia Pacific region and won awards even there. So everyone is involved in it, and it will be good for the society, because when you compete with the rest of the universities, you can gauge yourself against each university how good their project development is, how good the students are, like in relation to doing or creating new knowledge and new knowledge in ICT area. It's just not learning ICT technology, but application of technology also would come in. So you can gauge yourself against each other indirectly. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, these are some of the winners in the previous years. If you look at it, I know it's tiny comparing in the screen, but almost all the universities have won some awards in this competition in the previous years, and we have not listed the merit awards that are given to the students. So there are another larger number of people who have won merit awards in the previous years. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, the earlier slide was related to the tertiary technology category, whereas this slide is related to the tertiary business category. So you can see that almost everybody, all the universities have produced good student projects over the years. Okay, let's go to the other one. Okay, these are the postgraduate winners, and you can see that many universities and independent, like some certain years postgraduate award was not awarded, because what you need to remember is, even if you are the only participant in NBQSA in one of the categories, you will not get an award. You will get an award only if you deserve to win an award, only if you get only if you fulfill the requirements, or if you meet the criteria of evaluation. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Okay. There are lots of opportunities that the students will get when you participate in NBQSA. Okay, when I say opportunities, there are many things that you will get it. Okay, if you take the winners, straight away, winners will get recognition. They will have an award. They will have a certificate. They will be recognized at the National ICT Award ceremony, and there is a lot of glamour in winning an award. If you meet the winning criteria, then you would be able to participate in the Asia Pacific ICT Alliance Awards, which we nominate. If you achieve that level, BCS Sri Lanka section is nominating. Not only nominating, we fund you in that participation to a certain extent, and so you will be highlighted. You will be recognized. Not only that, simply by participating in NBQSA, you will be exposed to certain requirements that the business world is looking at from the tertiary students. So you will get a first-hand understanding on what the world is looking at the moment when you participate, because you will have to do your project. You will have to compete in an environment that will give you enough knowledge related to the business world, other than your internship period at various organizations. Next thing is the judges who would be coming from BCS Sri Lanka section would be from various organizations, and they will, if they think that you are if they identify you as a good resource for their organization, they probably would give you a recommendation to their companies or their organizations for recruitment. If you want to get recruited by them, yes, you will have that opportunity. And almost everybody who are coming to NBQSA judging are either professionals, ICT professionals, or with, people with lots of ICT exposure, experience, or leaders in the academia. So you will be exposed to these people, and there will be so many opportunities that you will get through them if you do your presentations and demonstrations, and your product is really good. Then on top of that, some of these people would be able to support you to be an entrepreneur. They might be able to direct you to certain resources where you can get access to resources for you to start up your own organization, your companies. So that opportunity will also be there, and a lot of people will help you to iron out some of the issues that you would have in the projects, and you would be able to commercialize them on your own also. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Okay, this person, some of you may already know. He won a NBQSA award, and he went into the American awards. He became number 2, and he won $500,000 as his second prize money for the project that he did for NBQSA. So there is, if you competing in some other things, there will be financial rewards as well. But he started this project in NBQSA, winning awards at NBQSA. Okay, let's go to the other one. This is also, like you probably would know, Chamira. He also started like Ganidu, and he has, as Mr. Pugan indicated, he has one of the brightest stars of a company at the moment in Sri Lanka on IT sphere. So he and his set of friends started the project, did their tertiary project, created a product out of it, formed a company, and they are well into millions of dollars at the moment. And they are flying really high at the moment. So I won't, I mean, there are so many other success stories. I won't take too much time on talking about it. You would be able to see it, because some of your friends, some of your past students would be having that success story. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Okay, this was last year's winners who have got awards. Some of the photos, the awards are there. And the people receiving their awards and things like that. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Yeah. Okay. This is important that you need to remember. You will be exposed to this. The judges are independent judges. They will be coming from some universities, like almost all your universities, and from the business ICT world. And what we want them to have is, we don't select any person to be a judge. What we expect is we go through a certain criteria. We want minimum 7 years of experience. In addition to their learning, 7 years of minimum of 7 years experience in the domain specific when the judges are selected. So they will know what you are talking about when you do your presentations in front of them. So they have to have qualifications, and they will have to have the expertise and experience on the area. And we have aligned our judging criteria very much closer to the Asia Pacific ICT Alliance Awards, so that the winners who go to Sri Lankan winners who go to Asia Pacific Awards will have a better chance of winning an award there, right? And you can win gold, silver, bronze or merit awards. And as I said earlier, best products will be nominated to go to Asia Pacific ICT Awards APICTA. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so how we do judging, this is not only for you, how it's applied throughout NBQSA. There is a chief judge for the competition, and there are, for each category, there will be a panel of judges, and that panel will be headed by a head judge, and there will be a set of judges. There will be minimum of 3 or up to 5 judges we will be having in a specific group. So they will evaluate, they will identify you as whether you are a winner or not. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Okay. So now this is a challenge for you. You do your project over a period of 6 months, 4 months, probably 1 year, and then after doing all that, now you got to do this in front of a panel of judges. You get 20 minutes. roughly, this is strictly adhered by the organizers. So you can't just go to the judging room and set up your equipment the way you want. You can't take ages and set up your equipment and show it to them. No, it doesn't work. You will get 3 minutes to set up your equipment. So you have to do a lot of pre-planning on how you are going to do your judging activity. And you will get 10 minutes of presentation and demonstration time during the competition judging, and there will be 5 minutes of Q&A that will be conducted there. And after doing all that, you will get only 2 minutes to take out your equipment now. So this is a challenge, and successive people have achieved this. It's not an impossible thing, it can be done. And this is what the organizers are expecting from you during the judging time. Let's go to the next slide. So if you take the technology tertiary categories, technology group and the postgraduate projects, we look at the uniqueness. When we say uniqueness, application of technologies, innovation are taken into consideration for uniqueness, and proof of concept is there as one of the criteria, and understanding of the problem to be solved is one area. Understanding of the business environment that they have to work on. When you say business environment, it could be the environment in which your project is going to be implemented. So and the presentation skills, how you organize the presentation, how you face the inquiries, how you answer them, whether you waste time or whether so all those things will be taken into consideration. And the quality aspects of contents of your product, the standards that you have followed, and product stability and reliability, how you have planned for those. So those things will be discussed under quality. And as in any ICT project, functionalities and features of the project will be looked at, whether you are meeting the user requirements, your target user requirements, or compatibility and interoperability related areas. So the whole gamut of things will be done, and judges will be going through a specific judging criteria, and before they do any judging in NVQS. Okay, let's go to the next slide, where you can see the tertiary category business projects area. Again, uniqueness is the proof of concept. The difference is in proof of concept, proposed solution and the feasibility in the business environment. Whether you have done a pilot trial, like what you have done with the project, will be looked at, and the rest of the areas are almost the same. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So individually, judges will give their marks, and they can't give the way by looking at your face, and they can't just give marks. There are strict guidelines, and we train the judges before they start doing judging. So there is a judges briefing that we conduct before we start the judging period. So then after that, they will be guided by, they will be using ICT solution which we have developed. The judging system they will be using, and individually judges will give their marks, and weighted product of that. Products of each judges will be looked at, would be accumulated, and the final score will be identified from number of judges. That is 3 to 5 judges. Most of the time it will be 5 judges. It could be anything in any number in between. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So, but at the moment, we intend to carry out the judging process at SAGES campus in Kohwala. We will be publishing the judging schedule when it is closer to judging period, but you keep your time between first week to third week of August for NBQSA judging activities. We will be having the judging schedule in our website. And what we are expecting is that everyone should come there, come to the venue well in advance, at least half an hour. We expect probably 45 minutes or 1 hour before, and do their testing, setting up of the equipment, testing and everything be ready before they go into the judging rooms. And what you will get at the venue will be a multimedia projector and some sort of internet connectivity. Organizers would not guarantee the performance of the internet, the speed of the internet. So if your project requires faster connectivity, then you will have to bring your connectivity devices so that you are sure that you get the required level of required speed of connectivity. And all the other hardware and equipment you must bring on your own. What you get is a multimedia projector and some sort of internet connectivity. And you are expected to do everything, set up everything before you go into the judging room. Take your equipment there, show it to the judges, demonstrate it, and then move on to answer their questions beyond that. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay. So when you do that, when you perform, you will have 2 levels of judging activities. Generally, we conduct the initial judging at the specific university itself. If the numbers are large, there will be certain vetting of or shortlisting of projects at each university level. And if the numbers are large, then we will do the judging then and there, first level of judging. And then you will be taken into the final level of judging at the judging venue, where the other commercial categories are also being judged. And when you, as I said earlier, even if you are the single entry in your category, you will not get an award unless you achieve the threshold marks that is required by the competition organizers. So even for you to get a merit award, you need to achieve at least 60% of the marks for the criteria of your category. You need to achieve 60% or more again for bronze award, silver award minimum 65%. For the gold award, it is 70%. So if you don't achieve these levels, then you would not qualify to get the respective awards in your category. Okay, let's go into the next slide. Okay. As I said earlier, we plan to have the first round 1st and 2nd August this year, and we expect it to be conducted at SAGES campus, Kohwala. And final round would be 22nd and 23rd August, but these dates would be properly informed to you with your judging time and date. The exact schedule would be notified to you through the website. So you will have to refer the nbqsa.org website for you to get the judging timing. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, as I said earlier, the winners will get the opportunity to go to the Asia Pacific ICT Alliance Awards. There are 17 permanent members in the ICT Alliance, Asia Pacific ICT Alliance, and there are few more observer countries at the moment, and these people, the winners of each country's competitions, would be coming to the Asia Pacific ICT Alliance Awards, and you will be competing with winners of other countries. So it's a unique thing. Winners fighting for a better trophy there, and not only that, you have the competition, you have the networking sessions, you have the educational sessions, and you will have the opportunity to showcase your products to others there. And similarly, there are like television interviews conducted. So there will be lots of things happening in that, and there would be opportunities for you to sometimes get sponsors, or sometimes for you to get investors if you want to start up a business from the products that you are doing. So it's a whole complete ecosystem that you get when you go to the APICTA. Every year this event, it happens over a period of about 5-6 days. The judging happens only in 2 days, but all the events and all the activities happen within about 5 days. And it happens in one of these permanent member countries. Now, last year it was in Vietnam. Next year it's going. This year it's going to be 2020. It's going to be in Malaysia. In 2018 it was in China. 2017 it was in Bangladesh, and in 2015 it was in Sri Lanka. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please. Okay. Now, how do we get into this NBQSA? Oh, sorry. From the NBQSA, how do we go into the Asia Pacific ICT Awards? So, I mean, this is the overall picture that I am telling you. Sri Lanka is represented at the board level of Asia Pacific ICT Alliance by 2 organizations in Sri Lanka. First organization is BCS Sri Lanka section, that's our organization. Second organization is the Federation of Information Technology Industry, their software chapter. So these 2 organizations represent Sri Lanka at the board level of Asia Pacific ICT Alliance, along with the rest of the country representations. And BCS is providing almost 20 categories. Actually, 30 nominations are provided by BCS Sri Lanka section. That includes university level, that is tertiary level participation, that's your category as well. Federation of Information Technology Industry Sri Lanka is providing junior student and basically school level students categories. So they will have up to 6 nominations, whereas we will provide 38 nominations at the APICTA competition. And both organizations are representing at the board level of APICTA. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Now, Sri Lanka had been participating in APICTA since 2003 or 2004 onwards. 2004, we have won a merit award. We have won many awards over a period of time, like since then, and we started performing really well since 2017. So we became number 3 in 2017, and last 2 years, sorry, even 2018 we were number 3. 2019 we became number 2, joint number 2, winning 11 awards at Asia Pacific ICT Alliance Awards. And we will probably, our plan was to be number 1, try to be the number 1. Let's hope that you all go there and do something really, really worthwhile to make Sri Lanka proud and at that event. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, as I said earlier, these are the places where the competition was held for a long period. Actually, this competition was created by Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, the Prime Minister, former Prime Minister of Malaysia. That's his idea basically. Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, and Hong Kong had got together and formed this alliance in 2000, and from 2001 onwards they had been competing or having the competition, and Sri Lanka joined the group in 2003, and we continue to be a force in that competition, and we are growing, continuously growing, and we are making our mark there. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, university level winners. Now, this is more relevant to you. We have participated at NBQSA, and people have won awards at NBQSA, and then they have got nominated to go to Asia Pacific ICT Alliance Awards, and we have been winning various awards at Asia Pacific Awards. So remember, we have, like you can see that in many instances, many years, we have won gold award at APICTA. There you have only 2 types of awards. You have the trophy or the gold award, and you have the merit award. Merit is the second, basically second level. First level is the trophy level. Second level is the merit award in that competition. So we have been winning both. I mean, their merit is like our silver. So our guys have been continuously winning, and this year the chance is there for you to get it. We have been winning continuously, and hope you have the chance of winning this year both NBQSA and the APICTA awards. Right. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. Okay. At NBQSA, when you win the gold award winner of NBQSA's ticket and accommodation will be fully funded by BCS Sri Lanka section, and silver and bronze winners ticket and accommodation would be partially funded by our organization. In certain years, we were able to find sponsors for the remaining funding, but in most of the previous years, respective universities as well as various past students of those universities have supported the winners to go to APICTA. So don't worry about it. There will be some funding from BCS if we can get a proper source. We would give the full funding of that, but at the moment, as of now, as a standard, we say we give this type of funding for you to participate at APICTA. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, Ms. Tilakaratne is there, not there, right? Okay. So when you win awards at National ICT Awards or NBQSA, first thing that you get is your trophy and the certificate. Right? You get a certificate of participation or certificate of winning an award that you will have. Then the winners, the first 3 winners, gold, silver, bronze winners can use it. Let's say if you, as a tertiary student, you want to productize this project that you have done, then you can use the seal of excellence in your marketing material that you produce in the for your product. So that advantage you have. Certificate of ICT quality will not come into you for the moment. It's mainly for the commercial companies, commercial products. So initially you will not have it, but then you will be able to participate at APICTA. And BCS Sri Lanka section has a business support and business matching support program, which is called biz2biz.lk. So this biz2biz program is available for anybody who participate at NBQSA. So let's say if you want to make your project a product, and if you want to get some support, advice, or contact of potential customers, so you could contact. There is a chance for you to do that. We will make that feature available. This is more mainly used by the commercial companies, but you also can use it if you are going to make your project a product at the end of this competition. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay. These are the general activities that we conduct. So award ceremony will be on the 9th of October, it's confirmed. Don't worry, by that time, we hope the COVID situation would be completely out of the picture. If not, we will make arrangements in a way that that is conducive as per the health authorities of Sri Lanka, and we'll have the award ceremony in some way during actually on the October 9th. And then beyond that, you will go to the APICTA awards, and we will support you to do that. Okay. We'll go to the next slide. Okay. Now you have the opportunity to ask any questions.
Yeah, Rajiv. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, one.
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Hello.
If anybody's having any questions or anything, please raise so we can answer if you have any doubts. Very important thing is, friends, your presentations, and please prepare yourself. You should be able to do the entire presentation, including the presentation and your prototype for within 10 minutes. Am I right, Ron?
Yeah. So
that is very important, friends. So within that 10 minutes, you should be able to present your entire scope and how it's going to work in a real world. So we need a kind of a complete product, but I'm sure some of the universities would like to have prototype. Yes, we will accept a certain extent, 80% or 90% of the prototype. Please make sure that you fulfill the criteria. So if you go to the tertiary product, the criteria, if you go to our website, the criteria is very well spelled out. And please concentrate which section you should concentrate when you are giving the marks, when you are doing the judging also.
So does this mean that that no question is there for us?
And we will have 2 sessions. Some universities, if you have more products, we will do the first round. We will have 2, that is on the tertiary information technology separately, and business category separately, and postgraduate separately. And we will select the best, and we will conduct the overall selection for the final after that. So that is how we, so with some of the universities, if you have more than 20, we will visit the particular university and we do the first preliminary judging.
Yeah.
Then we will take you to the next level of judging. I'm sure your universities, respective university coordinators are well aware. The best advice is please keep in touch with your supervisors and those who participate in the past, get their experience and get their outcome, what they learn, so that you can be able to do that. More important thing is, friends, not to concentrate on the national, but National ICT Awards. Please make sure that you are going to participate in Asia Pacific ICT Alliance, ICT Alliance. That is, your product should be matching on that. Please go to apicta.org and compare your product with the past winners and how you can able to bring a differentiator and how you can bring a wow factor going forward. That is very important. Okay. How to get connected with the supervisors. Okay. Rohan, would you like to?
So what we would do is, we would in the NBQSA site, we will have the university supervisors or the coordinators names listed. We will include it. Up to now we haven't done it, but we will do it. Or you can contact our program manager. The numbers are listed on screen now. Just contact our program manager, and you will be directed, or you will be informed about the coordinator who would be from your university. So you can do that. You can get the details, and you can submit your applications. You will get a 1 month period for submitting your application. And one more thing, one more thing that you need to remember, when you are participating, when you are shortlisted to come to the second level judging of NBQSA, there is a deposit that you will have to make of 1,000 rupees, right? You keep a deposit of 1,000 rupees when you are selected to go to the second level of judging, and that deposit will be reimbursed or given to you when you come to the presentation. Now, let's say on the 21st of August, your presentation is there. When you come there, your deposit of 1,000 rupees will be given back to you. So this is although it's a logistically difficult thing, but we do it. You should know this, why we are doing it. We do it because we do all this thing completely free for all the tertiary students. And some of the years, what we have noticed is that students say that they are coming for the judging, but they don't show up. So to make sure that you come and at least get that 1,000 rupees back, or we get that deposit. Remember, when we invite judges to NBQSA, we invite judges of certain quality, and they are very senior people, either in the universities or in the ICT world. So they are half an hour of their time, 1 hour of their time is quite valuable. And imagine if we have to keep them waiting just because the people don't show up. If you inform well in advance, yes, it's a different story. But some people don't go into that. I mean, they take everything very lightly. They just, they are too casual on doing it. But this is again the training that we give to the university students. We want you to be more responsible people when you come to the ICT industry. And that grooming is indirectly done at the NBQSA when we do it. So there is when you are selected to the second level of judging, there is a deposit that you will have to make. So when you are applying for that, there is a deposit that you will have to make. And then from there onwards, you will be reimbursed when you face the judging activity.
Other thing is, one of the student, yes, very valid question is, say you are finished your degree, undergraduate is completed. Normally the tertiary is calculated the day that you qualified till the 1 year we will accept. But what we want, for example, you have finished your degree and you have finished your final year project, but now you are working in an industry. Within the 1 year of your graduation, we accept within the tertiary, but you have to get the signature from the university supervisor and the coordinator. That is one of the rule for participating in the tertiary. Because some of the, we are sure some of the universities, after we conduct some of you are finishing your final year project somewhere in December. So we know you can come and participate in next year NBQSA. But the time frame is within 12 months period from the graduation, we accept as a tertiary. But please make sure you have to get the signature from the respective university coordinator or your supervisor and forward to us, we will be accepting. Any other questions? No, very clearly we have articulated. If you are coming the streamline on the universities on the software engineering, you have to participate in software engineering category, tertiary software IT sector category. If you are coming from the business information technology, then you are eligible to participate in the business. If you are a software engineering, no, you can't participate in the business category. That is the one of the clearly we have articulated the tertiary IT and tertiary business. Please read the website. Is clearly we have articulated the difference between the IT segment and the business segment and the postgraduate segment.
Do you have any other questions on this? Okay, good question. Now, what is this competition? This competition is National ICT Awards. ICT means Information Communication Technology, right? that your project can be of any type. It could be a software project, pure software project, or it could be a pure hardware project, or it could be a combination of both, or it could be a pure telecommunication related project, right? As long as it is within the scope of ICT, information communication technology area, mix of anything can qualify. But when you are looking at it, you need to look at, okay, where do I fit in? As Mr. Kugan indicated, is it more related to giving a business solution? And I am in the business stream of the degree program. So is it, so I will qualify to be in that tertiary student project business area. If I am in the technology area or IT segment, and majority of my work in the project is related to that, I will qualify to be in the technology, in the tertiary student project technology category. So you need to look at it. If you have a doubt, kindly your university coordinator, he or she would be able to support you in getting the right fit. They will direct you on what to do. Right?
And one more thing is, friends, if you have developed any COVID-19 innovations, we have separate category. So you can participate and under the COVID-19 special category also, if you have come up with any ICT related special innovation, special creativity, where it is going to help in the health sector, on wellness sector, please put those products also under the COVID-19 so that there are more opportunities for you.
Yeah, it's a special award, special recognition award that you can get. As Mr. Kugan said, you can come to the NBQSA site, and there'll be information related to this special award. And you can, if you have developed some product, this year the focus is COVID-19, but if your product is related to any national calamity, then you can compete, you can submit your application to that special award, and you will get a award if you qualify, if your product qualifies to that whatever the level. So there is another additional thing that you can, in addition to winning gold, silver, bronze, and merit awards in the tertiary student project technology area or tertiary student project business area, in addition to those two, you can compete over postgraduate project. In addition to these three, you can compete in the special award segment as well.
That's it. Good. If there is no question here, we can wind up. So I'm sure Mr. Rohan and Mr. Rajiv, and we fulfilled your the anticipation. I'm sure you will glorify you and your family and the country going forward. We want you to participate, and please tell your friends to apply and be ready for the judging process, and applications will be called from June 1st onwards. So please prepare yourself for everything, and everything is in the, we have presented in very clearly in the calendar. And if you need further things, please contact the info@bcsrilanka.org, and or please call Ms. Dashanti. We can able to guide and help you, or any of us, please contact us so that we can help you to make sure that you are on the winning post. So anything, Raji, from your side?
Thank you very much, Kugan. Thank you very much for your valuable time and lengthy briefing. And thank you very much, Ms. Ruwan, with your busy schedule and for lengthy briefing to your this student. And thank you very much, all. We hope to see you soon. Stay safe. Thank you very much coming online with this difficult time. Thank you very much for your commitment, and we'll see you soon. As Mr. Wan, Mr. Kukan indicated, we need to bring this year National ICT Awards with a high number and go to APITA. We need to be the first, last year second. So we'll try our best to make our country proud. Thank you very much. See you soon. Thank you.